Hey guys, we just need to shout out an awesome partner of Gabbing with the Gaggle, and that is Solid Ground Landscaping. They have partnered with us. They have been awesome to us here at Gabbin, and we need to give them a shout out. This episode and this show right now is brought to you by Solid Ground Landscaping. You might be saying, Tyler, what is Solid Ground Landscaping? Well, it's a landscaping company locally owned and run by Drake and Lexi. They are awesome. Drake does the work himself. He is on it. I've had work done by him personally. I can vouch for it. Anyway, it's that time of year, fall. The leaves are changing. They're getting ready to fall. And I don't know about you, but I hate cleaning them up. Luckily, I don't have a lot of trees. But if I had a lot of trees, I'd even hate cleaning them up even more. That means you should give Drake a call. Drake at Solid Ground Landscaping. He's going to take care of you. If you can't get a hold of Drake, Lexi will get a hold of you. But anything from that fall cleanup, getting those gutters cleaned out before the snow happens. And even if you're still, maybe you put off those retaining walls or the concrete work, hey, we still have time. Give them a call. See what they can do for you. We'd appreciate it, you reaching out to them. And let them know that we sent you there, that you heard. Anyway, this episode again is brought to you by Solid Ground Landscaping. See ya. Hey, I know it's been a while. A long while, about a month since our last post. So I just wanted to give this a little intro and welcome you back to our videos. We have had some great videos in the files that we've worked on, that we had some interviews with late this summer. Awesome interviews with some awesome educators and those that work in the school with us. And we are excited to share those videos with you. And that's what you're going to see here today. First of all, I just want to say we're off to a great start this school year. Stressful, busy, but it's been great. We're going to get back in the swing of things with the video each week and some other material, some other entertainment for you out there as well. So please stick around, come back, watch, share with friends, family, anybody who you think might enjoy our content. We enjoy doing it. It's fun. We joke, but are pretty serious about it. It's a stress relief for us. We enjoy making content and just hanging out and talking to each other and talking and engaging with you guys. So please like, subscribe, check us out on YouTube. If you're watching the video, you're already here. Subscribe here on YouTube if you can. Also, if you want, and we would really appreciate it, going on over to like Spotify, Apple Podcast, any place that you get your podcast stuff, please go and just hit the like, subscribe button there. It helps us out. Really, it does. And for every like and subscribe we get, it really does motivate us to be like, people are watching. We enjoy that. So anyway, enjoy this episode. We are going to be releasing 2 episodes this week. So look for the other episode. And then, hope you're off to a great start in the school year. If you're an educator, or you know what, if you have kids that go to school, hope that they're having a great start to their school year. It's going by quick already. I mean, we're halfway through September. Anyway, enjoy the episode. I will talk to you later. Bye.
They're all like saggy. Sorry. Nope. Beth just needs to be in charge of the soundboard. It's
Soundboard
really
at
bad.
Beth. Did it sound like the music started over twice?
I don't know. I probably double clicked it.
Nah.
I just feel like it's really not that much farther over.
For that?
Yeah.
That's like a whole 3 feet. That's a yard.
I guess that's fair.
Don't let it go too long. Do you know what button you're pushing?
No.
Lime
Say
green.
one.
Lime green. And wait. Lime green red. Lime green red.
Oh, baby. Got
nailed
it.
Introduce it.
This is Gabbing with the Gaggle, a teacher podcast. Oh, to the camera.
To the camera.
Gab-
I know what it is.
I don't watch it on the video, so I don't really realize.
I watch our
forget about the
videos like
camera.
4 or 5 times because I have to edit them.
Yeah, that's
So.
why you are the goat, because I really hate listening to myself, actually.
Do goats bat or bleat?
They do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, but this is Gabbing with the Gaggle.
Yeah, welcome to Gabbing with the Gaggle. I am Tyler.
Hey,
Hi, Tyler. I'm Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
I'm Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Beth, you're having problems there?
Yeah, my hands are sweaty.
And
Knees weak, arms. Okay. And we have a guest.
so if you'll go ahead and introduce yourself and say your name, what you teach, and how long you've been teaching.
Yeah, I'm Paige Dunkel, and oh my gosh, I forgot everything else already. What you teach.
What you teach and
I
how long?
teach title, and this is my 5th year in title, but then my 8th year overall.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So what did you teach before being a title teacher?
I was transitional kindergarten.
Oh my gosh. You're strong.
You know, and I would say that to like you or like a 5th grade teacher
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because that sounds crazy
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
Fifth graders
out of your
are
comfort zone.
scary.
Yeah.
When they can say things that are mean enough to hurt my feelings, then I don't really like them
Intentionally?
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is, like, you wouldn't think, but there is a huge difference between like 4th grade and 5th grade. Like that
Yeah.
jump is,
Even just
Maturity.
their interactions with each other too are so much different.
And
yeah,
like
they're mean.
5th grade in September compared to like 5th grade in February.
Mm-hmm.
Come February, I want nothing to do
Yep.
with
Yeah,
them.
that's valid.
Nothing to do with them.
Yep.
Dude, I had a 4th grader. Sorry, then we can start the bell ringer. But I had a 4th grader my like first year, and he called a teacher a Karen, and like then got sent to my room to like get in trouble. But like I also kind of agreed, and I just like didn't really know what to say, and I was like, you can just think that one in your brain, okay? Like we'll just not say that one out loud
Yeah.
anymore. And then I sent it back.
Keep those thoughts inward.
My my best friend in elementary high school, her mom was a teacher in high school. And I remember her telling us, like, she was like a resource
Yeah.
high school sped teacher, and she was like, there was a kid who came in and was like, had said something
Yeah.
rude, and
Yeah.
she goes, yeah, and I think so too, but I can't say it out loud, so neither can you.
Yeah, literally though.
You're not wrong,
Yeah.
but
We all have those feelings.
yes.
Yeah.
Where did you teach? Where were you a TK at? Where did you
Unity
teach?
Elementary.
Okay. Yeah, my wife is preschool, so not quite TK, but
Same vibe.
Yeah.
It's TK is kind of like no man's land, you know. It's
Yeah.
like it's kindergarten, but it's preschool mixed together. So it's
took me several years to realize, like, because my wife's taught me now. She's like, it's not academics. Like TK is not meant for being behind in academics. It's more like social and the ability to learn. Like if you're still struggling on that aspect, that's where TK is. So, topic for game talk, but there are a lot of parents that want to hold kids back in TK to give them a sports advantage when they're older.
That's so fucking dumb.
which really is in
Sorry, had to. Sorry.
Sorry, Mom.
we better keep that button up. I feel bad myself. It's that, and that is seen more in the wealthier communities than it is per se our community.
Yes.
Whereas in our community, I had parents who were like, "No, I'm not letting you hold my child back. Like they're not going to TK because that is holding my child back. My kid's not dumb. They're not this." And it was a big misconception.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is seen more in your
Yeah.
smaller communities where
Yep. Yeah. That's
I'd be really interested to know, like, post-COVID, if they're seeing an increase in the amount of kids that they think need TK and that, like, social skills aspect of, like, learning.
it would have been what, last year?
My personal opinion is yes, but,
Because we're 5 years.
yeah.
the incoming kindergartners will be COVID babies.
Oh.
Yeah, these
Okay.
are
Yep.
this year of kindergartners will be all the kids that were born in COVID.
Yeah. Scary.
The other wild thing about TK is you can't force it on anybody. You can recommend it, you can suggest it, you can offer it, but if the parents say no, they say no.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Is TK before kindergarten or it's after kindergarten before first grade?
Before kindergarten.
Okay.
Transitional.
So the kids that I would have would then go to kindergarten after.
Okay.
I know at my wife's district, I'm 90% sure, no IEPs. TK they're not on IEPs. If they're on IEPs, then they go into kindergarten and they get the special ed services that they need. But if they go to TK, they're not on IEP. Is that similar?
That again, if a parent wants TK, they can have TK. It's the same thing, right? If they don't want it, they don't want it. They don't have to have it. If they want it, they get it. I had a couple kids who came with IEPs from preschool. Don't get me started on preschool IEPs.
Retweet.
I did have a couple, and the big thing about TK is it's supposed to be for kids born from like May to September, right?
Oh, like the kids that would be really young for the
really
class?
young for kindergarten, right? Now, did I have some kids who were like turning 7 in kindergarten the next year because they were with me and they had like a November birthday? Yes. But again, it's if the parent wants it, the parent wants it.
Yeah.
So they still had to be kindergarten age to come to TK, but ideally you want those kids who are like would be really young for kindergarten.
Right.
So that they're less mature and needs more time, that social aspect.
Yeah.
And hadn't been to preschool. That was the other thing, is if we had kids on our like kindergarten registration who hadn't been to preschool, we were like, hey, have you heard of TK?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I've heard stories too of like kids going to kindergarten and like 2, 3, 4 weeks into kindergarten, the teachers being like, this isn't working. And then they back them up and get them put back into TK.
I don't know if I had anybody past 4 weeks. It would be the first couple weeks when we would actually see them and start to be like,
They need some help.
why don't you come to Mrs. Dunkel's room?
Yeah.
Hang out a little bit.
Yeah. TK's its own
Yeah,
world.
I'm very fascinated actually, but sorry, we can get in the bell ringer before I ask too many more questions.
Yeah.
I don't know what button it is.
Push left arrow. And then you're going to push the... No!
Darn it. I was
You-
so
So
confident.
Okay, you know that that video, like...
Yeah, don't unplug it.
If you see something plugged in, don't unplug it. And if you unplugged it, don't plug it back. That's you.
Yeah.
That's 100% you. It's the light blue.
Chime.
Yes. What?
I forgot
It's the
to have
chimes.
you say
Yes.
it.
Fairy bell ringer.
I almost made a wand, and then I was like,
That's okay.
Ashley, you need to focus on the real tasks in your
I'll
life.
make a wand. All right, bell ringer today. What is your with summer wrapping up? We wanted to talk about. I'll have to rewatch it to know what I said.
All I can just think of is not appropriate one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. What is your favorite summer activity? With summer wrapping up, something you've done this summer, something you didn't do but wanted to do.
I did not really narrow that down.
No, it's all good.
You can go so many ways.
This is why I should never be in charge of the bell
I love
ringer.
it. No, it's so open-ended, That's important.
Yeah. So, Beth, you're usually our bell ringer descriptor.
Yeah, so whenever someone gives an
Wakey,
answer,
wakey.
we can give a little spiel about why we chose what we did, and then we want to rate them on an A through F scale, and then try to give just one word or like short phrase as to why you gave them that grade.
If you're the one describing your activity, you can, of course, explain it out all however you want.
I'm the reason for all of the like dry ones. I guarantee you this is my handwriting. Yeah, probably. That's okay.
All right.
So anyway,
Rattle, rattle.
Okay. You're up. First page.
I gotta go first. Oh, my favorite summer activity. Again, I could go so many ways.
I know, I'm glad I'm not first.
I'm gonna say winery.
ooh, okay.
It's self-explanatory, right? I mean, you're outside drinking.
Mhm.
Like that's
Pretty views.
Yes.
Lots of variety.
Yeah. There's not usually like bugs and
Yeah.
it's like it's farm vibes
Yeah.
without gross things.
Yeah, without the smells.
Yeah.
I give it a B+. And because I've never gone to a winery. I went to the one, I guess, local.
Oscar Carl.
Yeah. But it was for like a little kid's birthday party, and it wasn't like the winery.
no.
No, it wasn't the
No.
whole thing. So
Why was a kid's birthday at the winery?
she was turning 1, and the parents wanted to have a party.
Hey, the first birthday's for the parents.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Valid,
say.
So-
That
valid.
one's for them. So
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, but it was pretty.
I also gave it a B+. I just feel like it's a solid choice. I like it.
Got an A from me. So relatable. That sounds lovely.
You said winery, Beth's like, yep.
Sign me
For
up.
She
sure.
was all on board.
Yeah.
When we go in.
For real. Dude, the wine slushies at Oscar Carl are top notch.
I will say their pizza too.
Yeah.
Like we went on a date night there like at the beginning of the summer, and I was like, it was like $14 for both of us to get drinks and a pizza. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Can't even go through fast food for that cheap.
Dude,
No.
literally.
All right. On to the next. Tyler.
Okay.
Making rocks.
Making rocks, yeah. I have discovered this year, maybe it's just because we're coming off of a really hot spell. I hate heat.
But it's your favorite summer
I
activity,
know.
not least favorite.
Right.
Right.
Okay, you know what? Honestly, and my wife would, I love mowing the lawn.
I knew you were going to say that.
I have a rider. I put on my Audible books and I just cruise around. I love mowing the lawn. My wife actually talked me out of mowing the lawn 2 days ago. She's like, it doesn't need it. You mowed 2 days ago. It's like, well, it could.
I gave it an F because I just really can't relate at all, actually.
Fair. F for fair. C plus.
Meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went with C too because
They're so much nicer.
I didn't want to be too mean with an F, but when you did an F, I was like, oh, I should change my answer.
I know.
That's a blue job in our house. We don't.
For sure, a blue job.
It's for the men.
Yeah. I used to mow my Nana and Papa's yard for money, but
For money, that's
Yeah.
a different.
If I'm not getting paid,
Yeah.
you won't find me out there.
I even will keep it a little raised and I'll do a pass vertically. I have a side lot and then I'll drop it a notch and I'll do it horizontally coming back the other way.
See, and my husband will come in and be like, "Do you see those streaks in the yard?"
Yes.
I was like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Wow.
I went vertical last time. Before that, I went horizontal. This time, I need to go diagonal. Like,
That was like 1 week we came to do the podcast and you were mowing. I think it was the next week I came and you were like washing your driveway or something.
I had just got done mowing. I had some grass on the
like,
driveway.
what is happening?
all right, on to the next. No more mowing talk. Ashley.
My favorite summer activity, I'm going to go with this summer, has been listening to my Law & Order podcast and using my sewing machine. I've made a lot of really random things. Can I do a combined activity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes,
just-
you can listen to the
I feel
podcast while you
yeah,
sew.
that's like
You just were very focused face. I was confused.
B plus because cool, but not. I didn't think you were gonna say that.
What do you think I was going to say?
Your craft fairs
Oh.
and shows.
Well, those have been fun too, but a lot of times that's really sweaty.
Yeah. Okay.
I also did a B plus.
We're stingy this week.
Fitting. I can't sew.
I know, but you did buy Mike's favorite cherry bag.
I was gonna say, but I've loved the sewing thing, so it's a benefit for me.
yeah. I gave it A+. I love a good podcast. I love sewing. I just don't have things to put together.
Yeah. No, it started as like I borrowed some of my mom's like extra fabric that she
Hi,
got
Janice.
from my grandma. Hey, Janice. And now it's escalated to like full blown living room is destroyed, but that's okay.
Is it a brother brand sewing machine?
No, I think it's a singer.
Oh, those are the only two I know.
Yeah.
Say brother brand 3 times.
All right.
Who could it be?
Oh, Bethy Boo.
Boo-boo.
My favorite summer activity, I feel like since I was a kid, is just being at an outdoor pool.
Valid.
Swimming, sitting in the sun. Love it. I could spend hours there.
You got it.
A plus. If
Yeah.
my wife told me if for whatever reason we had to get rid of our pool, she would move. She needs our pool.
Valid. I gave it an A. I feel like it's a solid choice. I like it.
I gave it A+. I signed my kid up for some lessons this year just so I could get a tan. So
Heck
Yep.
yeah.
absolutely.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Literally though.
Somebody else playing with my child in the pool while
Yep.
I get to relax. And get
Heck yeah.
best $80 I ever spent.
That was
apartments I'm moving into has a pool, so I'm hoping I still get the last like 2 or 3 weeks of August and September.
Let's be so for real. Yeah, I feel like the summers lately have been going into like October.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will be sprinting home from work and just getting straight to the pool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't coach football this season, so I'll be able to do that.
Oh yeah, true.
Typically, like right now this week is the off week for all high school sports, but then starting next week, you gave a look. Did you not know that?
No.
They implemented by law a off week, and
Is that new to Iowa? Because like when
newish.
I was in high school, we had that in Nebraska.
I feel like it's newish, or 5, 6, 7 years maybe. It's the last week of July, typically.
Can I just say thank goodness?
Yeah.
Because I have 3 older kids and they just run ragged.
Yeah.
And the summer is awful because every coach thinks this, nope, we got to
Yeah.
practice basketball, we got to practice volleyball. They're doing everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
They're just run ragged. They don't have
Burnout
any
is
time
so
to have
for
fun.
real.
Yeah.
Well, if you, like baseball, like Sergeant Bluff kids made it to state. They just finished up state last week.
Yeah.
And
That's what I think is so crazy about Iowa. Because Nebraska, there's no sport in season in the summer.
Oh,
So, like, you had to pick if you're going to do, like, volleyball or softball. But, like, you at least got your summers. So, like, you worked on your other sports, but, like, you still kind of had a summer.
yeah. I ran into some of the boys I coached that were on baseball team, and I was talking to them like, "What's next?" And they're like, 3 weeks of summer, and then college, or one of them's going off to basic, and it was like, 3 weeks of. And meanwhile, you have basketball open gyms, volleyball open gyms. Football was doing 3 days of install, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for an hour. Soccer, I give them the summer off.
Good job. Look
I know.
at you.
It's the weird season because we literally end like at the start of summer,
Yeah,
so it's like weird to be like, all right, come back. So
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, yeah, I agree, and it's tough because like everybody wants to go on vacation that week because all the coaches are like, plan your vacations for this week so you don't miss. It's a crazy deal.
Yeah.
But our topic for today is
You usually introduce it, and then you always look at me like I'm supposed to introduce it.
I'm handing the baton off.
Since when?
No,
Don't give me your crumpled Kleenex.
I guess it would be like literature, right? Like the
Yeah,
subject
yeah.
is in biographies and
Yeah.
the biography of our guest. Now I hand it off.
Okay, so we're gonna talk kind of teaching family school. We're really bad at planning ahead, so I had asked Paige some different topics that she had, and she gave us a whole bunch of really awesome topics. So we'll just kind of see what all we can touch on in our time.
We
You're
talked about the TK
recording,
one.
right?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure.
You scare me.
Well, I don't know where to look to know if we are.
You see that little blue button that says
Yeah.
stop recording?
I cannot read that.
Okay, Beth's got it.
Okay.
I barely can too, but yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
Anywho,
one thing that you brought up was that you and your husband do the same job. And I think if I did the same job as Michael, we would not be married. So what's it like doing the same job as your husband?
I think the key is we do the same job at different schools.
Valid.
And it's actually really fun because we have 2 totally different perspectives on it, right? Like, whereas, okay, it's the same job, but we're totally different. I'm TK, love
Yeah.
the kindergarten, love
Yeah.
that. He would be the older kids,
Yeah.
right? And so, same thing with that is then I love reading and I love teaching reading. Math, no, I'll cry. And he lows math.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I ask him what sound does Z make, he's gonna say za, and I'm gonna have a fit. So we're total opposites in that too, and so it's like when we get to say, hey, this happened at my school today, and he'll be like, oh, well, that's weird because like we do it this way, or like I would think of it like this. Like we kind of get to bounce ideas off each other while also not like having to be at the same building of like, no, we need to do it my way. No, we need to do it, you
That's
know? So
fair.
it's like, we're not working on a team together. We could, if we needed to, we could. We would survive. He would just do everything I say. But,
Smart
it,
man.
it's kind of fun. And people are probably annoyed with me on my team at work because I will be so quick to be like, well, Ryan said at his school, he does this.
I feel like that's so nice to have that perspective, though. Like, it's really, I think sometimes we get into, like, this is our school, this is how we do it. And then I'll like see an idea online or something. I'm like, why don't I do it that way? But like if you're not exposed to it, you just don't know.
Yeah. Especially being in the same district. So like we all have the same curriculum, we all have the same resources. True. How differently like even just title teams work at different buildings is wild.
Yeah.
It seems like a social experiment. Okay. You go here, you get the same tools, different demographics, go.
Environment and people and leadership even. Like how that plays a role and But he was more, he no longer gets to be title. So we have been doing the same job for a long time, but he was more math focused. Okay. And so there was that on it too. But sometimes I'd be like, hey, go ask your reading ladies how they did this. And he'd be like, oh yeah, they do this and this. So
what's he going to do now?
So he got cut in the recent cuts. He was the lowest on the totem pole at his building, which has happened to him once before already. So this is his second time around. Yeah. But we both did the cohort through Morningside College to get our ESL endorsements. And so he gets to be ESL at his building. Okay. So thankfully they were cutting title, but they were opening up a couple ESL jobs. So he's going to do that. So he's excited for something new. Yeah. Something new. Mix it up.
I saw... you probably got it too. We all did district plays. That email about people being moved, I just gulped right away at the title of it because I'm like, oh no! But I think we're good.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like, I don't know. Like you think as a teacher, like I have so much job security because there's always a teacher shortage and there's always this, but like depending on program availability, like you really are kind of at risk.
Your job's safe. Yeah. You don't get to be where you want to be if I have a need somewhere else.
Well, and I think that's crazy too about like schools is like, okay, I got hired at Irving. But like I'm actually working for the district and then the district can just say, no, you need to go here. Where like my husband works in an office and I don't think they could just be like, you do underwriting, but now you're going to go be an accountant. Or that probably doesn't even make sense. But like,
but it is kind of that crazy too, right? Because like it's a totally different job and a totally different building that you don't want to be at. Yeah. And you're just forced to go there and you're told, well, you should be happy you have a job. Yeah. It's basically it.
Yep. Think about the kids.
Oh,
why? Why do you do it?
Need you. Yeah. We can't wait to have your expertise in our building.
Or like, we're moving you and we know you don't have the correct thing. We'll get you conditional and we'll teach you how to do it as you're doing it.
Oh, yeah, we're going to force you to take classes.
Yes.
Yeah. That we don't pay for. But anyway, teaching's so fun.
Just shows the versatility of teachers, right?
Yeah, adaptable. Very adaptable.
Yes. So you said you have 3 older children and then younger one younger.
Yes. Yep.
What and kind of made mention it's busy. What does like school a typical October day look like with what sports like what is how busy and
it's giving Miss Congeniality like what's the perfect date?
April 25th. Just need a light jacket.
It's not too hot, not too cold.
Just need a light jacket.
We're thankful enough now that our older kids have school permits so they can take themselves where they need to go. We're also, they're my stepchildren, so we're also split between 4 adults. So it's like we can, somebody has the time usually, or we have somebody that can, but sports is crazy. It's getting more crazy now that it's high school because they're kind of branching off into their own. So our older kids, we have 2 boys and a girl. And so they, usually the boys both were in the same sports, went to the same practices, same schedule. And then, so really it was like 2 things we had to tackle. Now it's, well, he doesn't want to play football and he's going to play football. And then, Addie's got volleyball and it's, they can drive themselves. Yes. So that's good now. Yeah. That's a little off of our plates as all the adults, but and they're pretty good about, oh, I need to be here at this time and do this at this time. They're also they make their own choices of where they want to be and where they want to go. So if they like our daughter does like a leadership academy or something for high school, and so she wants to do that, she's going to go and she's going to do that. And that and they're we live in a smaller community, and so their friends are always around. And so it's like, hey, we're both doing this together. Let's ride together. And they're really good about that. I think they've had to because with all three of them being in the same grade, it's like I have to be able to kind of figure out my own stuff. If I want to do it, I have to be able to figure out how to do it.
Are they triplets?
They are, yeah.
Holy Hannah, I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law is a triplet. Random fun fact. But
Random fun fact.
I just feel like that's so crazy.
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel like twins are so normal. Like, oh, you're a twin. Triplets just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, like Kara's mom said she like went to the doctor, right? She like found out she was pregnant and they were like, you're going to have a kid. Went back to the next appointment. They're like, twins. Went back to the next appointment. Triplets. She's like, I'm not coming back ever again. No more.
I feel like you're putting more babies inside
Yeah. I am cut off, please.
You keep upping this. Oh, man.
Sorry.
No, I it'd be interesting to. I've never talked. It's bizarre, like Bigfoot, like a triplet, like, but to talk just like I couldn't imagine having to share my friend group, my year experience in 6th grade or whatever grade it is with a sibling. Like an older sibling went through it, a younger, you just wait till you get up here. But like to have to share what's happening, it would be fun. And at the same time, like, I don't know if I like it that much.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you have 3 kids born at the same time, born under the same circumstances. Everything has happened to them the same way, and yet they're 3 totally, completely different people.
Yeah, that's like a nature versus nurture experiment in a home,
Yeah.
right?
It's kind of interesting when you really think about it, but
Yeah. So
it's fun.
and then you got then you have your younger. How young is
She's gonna be 4 here in a month.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just
Little baby.
getting into things. We're starting preschool this year. She did dance last year for the first time. So
fun.
like we had one night a week where it was dedicated to her because usually it's we're going to basketball game, we're going to a volleyball game, we're doing this. So
Does she do pretty good, like, getting carted around, going along to every... Because, like, I was that kid. I was the youngest going to every event.
yeah, when you're born into it, it's just like second
It's life,
nature.
yeah.
Yeah, you just...
I still take an entertainment bag wherever I go.
right? And
Like,
snacks.
Yeah. Yep.
Water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
my daughter was 7 days old when she went to her brother's first basketball game. It was like, this is how it's gonna go.
This is life, yeah.
And now my daughter is 9, and I have 3 stepchildren that are older, and now they're all out of high school. And now my daughter, who we used to go to football and basketball, she's like, what are we doing tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything. What? Or if we do go to a basketball game because I coach them or whatever, she'll be there, and it's just like she's back in her natural habitat.
That's, like, how I felt, like, once I graduated and Mike and I were just kind of, like, living on our own. I'm like, so what do we do? Because, like, I grew up going to all of their sports, and then by the time I started playing sports, and then you go to college, and then it's like, okay, all right, like, we're watching New Girl for the 3rd time right now.
I feel like, too, like, Ryan, as a parent, before I was with him, like, he was running around and when he was on his own taking care of 3 kids by himself, like, was always busy. And I feel like he's held on to that, where it's like, if we have a night where there's nothing going on, he's like, where are we going? What are we doing? And I'm like, we could just sit.
Yeah.
We actually don't have to go anywhere.
We could not do anything,
Yes,
actually.
yes.
That's hard to turn off, though, and that's been your
Whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I have so many hobbies? Like, I literally cannot sit and do nothing. And, like, I mean, you look at my parents, and Janice is the same way. Like, she gardens, and she crafts, and she, like, is always go.
And walks around the property with the chainsaw.
Yes, she did. She hasn't, I don't think she's ran her chainsaw yet, though. But,
Oh, she just got one, right?
yeah, for her birthday.
Bust it out, Janice.
Well, we put it
Cut some trees.
together. We put her she just got a metal detector, too.
I want a metal detector really bad.
Let's go play with Janice's.
Yeah. You guys
Metal
can
detector.
come out. We can have a metal detector day.
Yeah.
Oh
Sorry.
my god, wow.
Squirrel?
I had a question. What was my question?
Oh, you didn't hold it.
I didn't.
If you see her doing this.
I do remember. So I just did a craft fair in Homer, Nebraska, but it's a super small community. And I actually kind of had the thought of, like, you know, if Mike and I get around to having kids, like, we kind of live on the edge of Homer and South Sioux, and, like, where would I want them to grow up? So now you teach in a huge district, and you live in a smaller community, kind of like, I don't really know where the question lies in that, but, like...
I think I have an answer.
Okay.
There's the stuff. Go.
These are my thoughts. What are yours?
It was hard, like, even when we were thinking about preschool, like, it's been the last year, like, we started thinking about it in September last year, and it was like where do we want her to go? Mm-hmm. We are in our small community because of the older kids, mm-hmm. and so when they're going to be sophomores this year, mm-hmm. so they have, 2-3 years left, when they graduate high school, we're like, well, we're moving, and
okay.
we have some certain areas that we want to live in, and so we're like, well, what do we do with
mm-hmm.
Our youngest for now? We were both, Ryan and I both grew up in Eastern Iowa, like 30 minutes from each other. Didn't meet till we were over here, but
crazy,
isn't it?
Yeah.
We both grew up in Catholic schools.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a Catholic elementary. It ended at 8th grade, and so then after that, we had to go to public high school. And he grew up in Dyersville, which has, like, the Basilica and everything, so, like, mm-hmm. big Catholic schools over there, and he grew up all the way through the Catholic school system. We both wanted that environment for our child. Mm-hmm. It was even hard when I had to go into our principal and be mm-hmm. like, hey, like, I need an afternoon off this week because we're going to view a preschool, and, like, it's this preschool, and, like, I don't want you to think that I don't want my child here. Like, I would love to have my child here. I know the environment here, but it's the way that Ryan and I were both raised. Mm-hmm. It's what we want for our child. Just because we know the outcome, right? We know the people we've become in being in that environment, and so and we want a smaller environment for her as well. I had never seen such big schools until I came mm-hmm. to Sioux City and was, like, in doing practicums in the school system. Not that it's bad. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm a public school educator. Yeah. Like, I know the good teachers and people in these schools. It's the environment in which I want my child raised in.
Yeah. Well, and, like, my husband also grew up going to Catholic school, and I grew up in South Sioux, which is, like, a super diverse community. And, like, then I remember my first practicum at Briar Cliff was in a small surrounding town of Sioux City. And we, like, all come back and we're talking about our experiences. I'm like, everybody was white. Like, what is happening? And all my, like, other classmates looked at me like, okay, like, that's just, like, normal. And so I just think, like, there was a first, I don't even know why it kind of hit me this weekend, but it was just the first I thought, like, well, I really enjoyed my experience in public school, but, like, my husband grew up in a Catholic school, and they had very negative views about their public school in, like, their community. And then I'm like, and Sioux City is huge. And, like, granted, I live in Nebraska, so, like, they wouldn't probably come over here, but I also just, like, have hating Heelan, like, bred into me, I feel like, living in South Sioux. So it's like, I don't know if they can go to, like, Catholic school here.
I think that is, if you don't go to Heelan,
you have to hate them.
You have to hate them.
Yeah.
That's how it was at my Catholic high school. Yep. A lot of people
O'Gorman?
did not like us, yeah.
Dude, I'm not even from South Dakota, and I hate O'Gorman.
Yep.
Because to me, they are the Heelan of Sioux
Yeah,
Falls.
yeah.
So it's, again, touching on all this, like, I grew up in Sergeant Bluff, which it's its own town. Mm-hmm. But, like, if you weren't from this area, you would drive from Sioux City to Sergeant Bluff and not know you really liked it.
Right.
I was so adamant that not even, like, my kids, because all my kids go to Sergeant Bluff because my wife teaches there, but I'm like, I am not teaching in Sioux City. Mm-hmm. That district's too huge. Like, how am I even supposed to have a fun team? Like, how am I supposed to know the people? How am I supposed to know the kids? Like, I was anti-teach there. And I had a professor who, he was is a teacher in Sioux City and adjuncts for Wayne. And he's like, I think you'll like it. And I'm like, no. And so when I got the job, after South Sioux, when I got the job, I was like, I'll just give it a shot. But I think it goes back to, it was different than what I grew up with, mm-hmm. and was out of my comfort zone. and not that I had any real reason, just other than
Yeah.
it's not what I'm used to.
Well, and I think kind of like Paige had said too, it's like we know the community within our school and the culture within our school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I haven't talked to a lot of middle school teachers in our district, but like the things I have heard about our middle schools, like the thought of one of my kids going there would be like, oh my God, like, I don't know, scary. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying like,
Again, it's different.
Big
It's
and
different.
different.
Yep.
And like, I mean, South Sioux, it was like, yeah, I graduated with like 300 some people, but it was the only high school in that
That's
community.
huge.
Yeah.
I graduated with like 120.
We were one of the bigger classes though, too. But still, it's like, it was like bigger, but like not 3 high schools bigger than that bigger.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was your class size?
I feel like it was around the same, like 190.
Okay, not yeah.
But it's
Private.
gotten bigger since then. I want to say there hasn't been a class as small as that since I graduated.
I had a buddy that graduated from Siouxland Christian,
Mm-hmm.
class of 8.
Yeah. That's crazy.
There were 3 Nathans in that class, and then there was I forget another kid. There were 4 boys, and it was Nathan, Brian, but Brian's middle name was Nathan. So yeah,
That's crazy.
class of 2008.
Insane.
We graduated the same year, just different schools.
I have to pee really bad.
Insert commercial. So we're back.
And talking about classroom size, how do you function in your little tiny cubicle? Because I would die. I'm also a school hoarder, but I would die.
To those that don't know, you walk in your room, and there's a kidney table, and that's it.
Like, and the kidney table almost touches each wall.
Yeah.
All 4
Yeah.
walls. Yeah. Okay.
It touches the 2 sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 sides, and then maybe
yeah.
about
And then I got
3,
about
4 feet
yeah.
each side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very sad. I actually get to move out of it.
Oh, good, good.
Like good and bad. Like, cause I do like my own space.
oh, do you have to share?
But I'm sharing with Prescott.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
like we made a whole PowerPoint. We asked to share together. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be like college life all over again. We're gonna
Oh my
be
God, that's
it's gonna be so much
funny,
fun.
literally.
I'm like everything's pink, and she's like, yes, here we go. So we're having fun decorating our room. But yes, when I first got to Irving, the closet next to it, my current room, I had to share that with somebody else.
No.
Yes. And I felt like I had a smaller space in there than I did the past couple years, because we each had a window. So like we put filing cabinets or whatever between those 2 windows that are there, and she had the back corner, and then I had the corner by the door. So I had basically my table and a bookshelf, and that was it. So I felt like I upgraded moving to that room. And the person I shared with, like, I knew her, we were friends, it was fine, but we weren't super close like Ashley and I are. So I feel like it's going to be, and we're in a bigger space now. So it'll be fine. But the worst part was 5th grade.
Yeah.
Smelly.
Just
Bigger
not a
bodies.
lot of room, but we made it work. It
Yeah.
was totally fine. I think I was just so happy to have my own space, and like I actually like got more space, but now I'm gonna have even more space, and now I get a desk.
Yes.
All I've wanted is a desk.
Oh my God.
So I'm so
That's
excited
crazy.
to have a desk.
Where are you guys at? Are you going to be in next to the
511, so next to the bathrooms,
Yep.
but like
Like
towards the 5th
Carrie's
grade.
old room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
I love that. I do totally decorate like my classroom like it's my space. Like
yeah.
no boys allowed
Yeah.
except for like I do have boy students and boy para, but like I've squishmallows on my bulletin board. Like it's just girly. Like
And that's what, like, I mean, you saw in my room, it
Yeah.
was, like it looks cluttered,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I need to, like, feel like I belong here.
yes,
Some, like,
yes.
sparkly papers along this whole wall.
Yeah.
When I took everything down and took everything out, there were so many holes in the wall. I was like, I need to give my dad's number to Doug, because they could, like, yell at each other, you know, be like, this girl has torn up my walls, because I did it in my bedroom at home. I think I painted it like 7 times by myself. My dad was so sick of it. But yeah.
If the sensory wall ever has to come down,
Yeah, you've told me that many
The
times.
drywall also just has to be redone. Sorry, Mr. Doug.
One of my friends was like, we don't get paid enough for you to keep the walls nice. Like,
Yeah.
you can fill in the holes. I
Yeah.
was like, you're right.
Yeah.
The amount of staples that are probably
Well,
still in those walls.
And like the roof that Beth is in, when I was in there, I had like floor to ceiling, like I made a giant hundreds chart, and my
Yep.
mom came and helped me take stuff down. And I at the time was annoyed that I had to move so fast. And I was like, just pull it down. Like, you can leave the hot glue, and Janice is there with a little scraper, like being so
No.
nice and picking the hot glue
No.
off. I'm like, no,
No.
just leave it.
No.
That's fine.
I find picking, this is going to be weird. I like picking hot glue off the walls.
I do too, most of the time, just not
Yeah.
when I have to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I got tired of getting my hot glue gun out, so I just
Yeah.
started stapling stuff.
Yes,
So.
yes.
Sorry, Doug. Not that sorry. about
Sorry,
it.
Mr. Doug.
All my walls are brick.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I have cement walls, so I can't do it.
I
So
have
then you have to
one
hug
not
it,
brick
yeah.
wall. I actually put a push pin in it yesterday.
There
Fun
you go.
fact.
So it starts.
I use those too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tack them in there.
I decorate my room. I'm anti-decorating my room this year, though. A little
Why?
bit. I don't know. I feel like
You have to make it feel like home.
I am in another way. Like, I was all Star Wars.
Oh.
And so I'm just eliminating a little bit of the Star Wars and,
Make it your vibe.
yeah, just
Yeah.
a little more chilling.
I do think it's important though to make it feel like it's your space because we do spend so much time there. Like my first year doing VBC, I just didn't know what kind of kids I was gonna have, so I was too scared to decorate anything. And it just didn't feel like mine. And then the next year I decorated more. This year it's bad, but that's okay. It feels like it's mine.
Yeah.
I think I'm going less. The reason why is I think I'm going less decorative and more functionality now because I didn't
Yeah.
know what do I need to use these two back whiteboards for? You know, what am I? Okay, now after a year under my belt, I'm like, I want to use this for this. So in order to do that, I need to move this. And
Yeah, I do feel like your first couple of years, you kind of just have to do that.
yeah,
And I mean, I'm year 3 into this position, and I'm completely revamping a lot of things.
My favorite thing is decorating too. So
Yes.
like I could have I probably even this year if I was staying in my room would have tore everything down and like redid the whole thing because I just can't not. Like it's so much fun to me.
100%. I did, side note, fall into the cult of the geese that people like you print them and decorate them.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna have it be a part of our morning meeting where they have to dress the goose to like match the
I
weather.
love that.
I should shout out the teachers pay
that's good.
teachers that I bought it off of.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
TPT.
I live off of TPT.
One of my wife's, a para in her room, has followed us and follows us on Instagram and stuff. And she's been like finding these TikToks and stuff of these geese, and she's been sending them. My wife's like, "Look," I'm like, "I know, like we kind
Yeah.
of followed that trend too, but it's kind of cool, like
Oh, it needs me to sign in.
being associated to that."
We can put them in the description.
Send that to me. I'll put them in there.
Yeah.
I have a question. I like this one. Traumatic.
I do love to talk about some
What is your
trauma.
now? You are we're always on the debate here. What the question is? What is your most traumatic school story? I always think of me as a student with this question.
I was just a
Oh.
little fucking nerd. So, like, I didn't have school trauma because, like, both my siblings were valedictorians and I was the youngest. Think of the pressure I had to be perfect.
She says no trauma, and yet the trauma is oozing out. I just had to be perfect.
Okay, but not, like, student vomiting trauma, you know? I
Yeah.
think of, like, when my one student first started my first year of UBC. That's when I think of trauma.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
full butthole to the world.
Maybe I just haven't worked through my trauma as a teacher from that first half year I did.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
no,
think that's
no.
valid. That's very valid,
I was
actually.
a behavior teacher at South Sioux City Middle School for half a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. That sounds like my version of hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a great time for you.
Not at all.
We really should unpack that sometime. It might be healing.
Maybe. I could share it. I can't share it.
But
Anyway.
what is your most traumatic school story? It can be either as a student, as a teacher. I think teacher ones are funnier, but it's
Yeah.
whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I had my last year of TK. It wasn't the reason I left.
Side note.
Preface.
I had his sister the year before, and so I knew the vibes coming in.
Mm-hmm.
But it was about 10 times worse, and so, gosh, there's so many. I think he pooped on the slide once at recess because he didn't want to come in. I mean, there was a lot. There was a lot.
That's crazy.
I had to evacuate my classroom. I can't even tell you how many times.
Like, because he was being dangerous or being gross?
Dangerous, yes. When he got mad, he would throw things. Nobody was safe. Flip tables, chairs. And he was, keep in mind, like, he, I think, had a September birthday. And so he had just turned 5. So he was newly 5 and just, like, tearing up the world.
Those little guys.
Oh, that's crazy.
Despite how little they are, my wife had one, I think, last year or the year before. Little guy. Flipping tables. And those tables are not, like, light.
No.
But when they got angry, seeing red.
He climbed the fence on the playground. Like a 9 to 10 foot fence.
That's one of my biggest fears, I feel like.
I wasn't out there, so I just heard about it afterwards. But I was like, yeah, that's outside, not my problem.
Yeah.
Ran through the parking lot. They chased me through the parking lot. Yeah, I think just him in general is my most traumatic. Like that one was really bad.
Yeah, sometimes.
Have you ever had a vomiter? That, like, I know that, like, being in elementary, it's gonna happen. But, like, just throw up on the table. Like, why do kids not know when they're gonna throw up? It just, like, it's like, bleh. It's like, okay. Like, have you had that happen yet?
I only had one kid throw up in my room, and that was during my student teaching. And
Okay.
it was during our Valentine's Day party. I remember that, too. And she threw up on the carpet, and we just, like, went to the other side of the room and just, like, continued our party. And she just, like, went to the office.
You can rally.
Honestly, it was just, candy hearts, let's go.
Party's still going, girl.
Every time you see Doug coming down the hall with the cart, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
somebody.
I've had more pee in my room than puke. I've
valid.
had more pee. My first year I had one that can, all the time. My rug all the time. The kids would be like, the rug's wet again. I'm like,
Oh, great.
It's that girl's spot.
Not trapped.
There was one time at in TK where I had to call the janitor out to the playground because a kid peed their pants like under like one of these like tunnel things, and I was like, hey, tunnel, go check it out. And I'm like keeping the other kids away, you know, like while they're playing. And
That's always the worst too. I feel like when you have to explain it. Like there was one where my kid flushed ping pong balls down the toilet, and it's just like the biggest walk of shame. I'm like, hey, Mr. Doug.
It wasn't the ping pong flushing
listen.
toilet?
No, it wasn't. No,
It's like
not
that 24
one.
ping pong.
We actually had to hide all the rubber duckies that year for a while because
Water, ducks.
I
putting them
know
in.
he was correlating. You know,
Yeah.
bathroom toy. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I've never had a puker in my room, but this school year I was walking back to my room. You know the bathrooms outside of our classroom?
Yeah.
There's a trash can there.
Yeah.
And this kid's walking like towards me, and I'm like smiling, and he stops and turns to the can and just, and I was like, so I grabbed the can. I'm like, just take it with you.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I
keep
just
going.
don't
Go right to the
know.
office.
Like I know it's bound to happen because I just feel like as an elementary teacher, it's like a rite of passage. But I am dreading the day.
I was coaching middle school basketball. This was probably like 2019. It was a morning practice.
In middle school?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, we gave them the option.
Oh.
Fridays. Do you want to practice in the morning for an hour or practice after school? And they were like, let's go for a morning in the hour, and when school's over, we're done. So anyway, we're doing like mic and drills.
Yeah.
You know, little layups. And I'm just kind of walking around, and this girl, really nice girl, she's been listening, so whatever, just projectile vomits and like is embarrassed. So turns, and as she's turning, it's just like, and I'm just like, and I'm the assistant coach, so I just went, and I turned and walked the other way like I didn't see it. And then the janitor was luckily there, and he was such a jerk about it. But yeah, it was a lot of stuff, and I felt bad because she's embarrassed, and it's one of those things like, don't acknowledge it and embarrass her more, but you got to take care of it. Like,
Right,
so I went and got the Allison Warden was her name. She was the head coach. Like, Allison, she just puked everywhere. Yeah.
I just like,
She's probably a junior in high school now.
that's scary. And like, then like, we're the adults. Like, there's so many situations that I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you're the teacher. And I'm like, okay, well, like, we're all just going to sit here and stare at each other for a hot minute until someone comes up with an idea. Usually it's Miss Stacy has to figure it out if it's something gross.
I always like, you'll come in my room after something big happens.
Yeah.
You're like, just had this happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Dude, my
Nice.
first year, there was this kid that drove me bonkers. Everyone was sad he left, but I wasn't. But a parent took him into the bathroom that didn't typically, like, change him, and he had to be fully changed. And then you hear, like, poke out and be like, hey, can I get some help? And so me and Miss Stacy went in, and, like, you know the peanut butter kid meme? Where, like, the kid is, like, completely covered in peanut butter? It wasn't peanut butter, though. And I was like,
I missed.
what is happening right now? And, like, how did this get so out of hand so fast? And I just, like, looked at Miss Stacy. I'm like, please help. But, like, I don't know. I'm the youngest, so I didn't really have a lot of experience changing diapers, period. And, like, she had an in-home daycare forever. And she's just like, okay, like, we got it. I'm like, oh, my God, what's happening?
I feel like, too, like, especially I taught, oh gosh, 3 years, 2 years before I had my own child. And so I feel like when you become a parent, too, your perspective changes.
Yeah.
You know, like, where you're just so used to it then. But, like,
Yeah.
my first couple of years, I was like, not touching
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, like, I've worked in, like, a lot of higher need facilities where it's, like, changing adults and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, diapers and whatever aren't really too, like, gross for me. But it's, like, when it's a situation that it's, like, why is it everywhere? Like, what is happening? Like,
It doesn't belong
yeah.
here.
Yeah. I had one kid get diarrhea on his shoe the first year. Like, this is turning into a really
We'll
gross,
put a
me
little-
just trauma dumping all of this.
I can do poop and pee like that, but vomiting, I can't.
I can't
Even
do
with my
boogers.
dogs. My dog will puke, and I'm like, Laura, please. And just actually, like 2-3 days ago, he had gotten sick, and I found a little spot, and I cleaned it up, and I was like, oh, Hank threw up. And she's like, oh. And I go, I cleaned it. She goes, I'm proud of you. And I go, okay. She's like, no, I'm not trying to be sarcastic. Like, good job. I was like, oh, thanks.
Dude, no, I'm the opposite. Like, I'll wake up Mike in the middle of the night. The one time Ember, like, puked on the side of my leg. And I was like, hey, like, can you give me some paper towels, whatever? Like, trying to be really nice and, like, wake him up slowly. Heaven forbid I hear a mouse in the house, though, in the middle of the night. I'm like, Mike! And he's, like, trying to, like, get a gun or something. And, like, there's an intruder. I'm like, no, it's just a mouse. He's like,
Intruder
what
alert.
am I supposed to do about it? I'm like, I don't know. Find it.
There's no mouse anymore, but we got a big hole in the floor.
Okay, sorry. Got us really sidetracked.
No, you're good.
I did take my meds today, though.
Meds are good.
Yep. I don't know how long we've been going. Are we like?
Yeah, no, we can get to our get to the why.
Mm-hmm. Did we pick a sound?
Yeah, we did.
Which sound?
A sound.
Rim shot.
No, that's
My favorite.
I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give the spiel.
Okay. So we're gonna start. I don't know. My brain keeps breaking lately. We're gonna do Remember Your Why. It's our segment where you talk about just kind of why you keep coming back to teaching and why teaching is fun, because it is, aside from all of the stuff that we just talked about. Like, there are a lot of good things, and just trying to bring some positivity back into teaching. So why do you keep coming back? I always love everybody has such a long pause.
It's not going to be a good one.
That's okay.
And like a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
A lot of teachers are going to be mad at me, but I don't like to bullshit it, you know? Holidays off and 3 months in the summer.
Dude, for real though.
Um,
Especially having a family of your own.
exactly. That's when you have a family, and there's so many teachers out there, and great teachers. Love them. that will be like, oh, I just make so many differences in lives and yada, yada, yada. And
I love it.
I may do that.
Yeah.
I may not. It's at this point in my life, I have already considered changing my career so many times, but the thing of it is that you have every holiday off, and you get time over Christmas, and you have 3 months in the summer, and I get to spend all summer with my kids, and
I love that. Like, that's real.
I feel like you're reading Ashley's answer.
Like it's hard to be a teacher. It's really hard to be a teacher right now, and I don't really have a positive outlook on it right now. But I can't not.
Right.
Because I do like it. It is fun. I love having fun. And I think my job right now is more, and I love my job right now. It's more helping teachers. Because I do a lot more stuff with the data and stuff like that. And so I have to deal with a lot more of the teachers than I feel like I do with the kids. Whereas like in TK, I had so much fun. And I just like it had its own challenges too. It was very difficult too, but it was so much fun, and I was having fun with kids, and I was making them love school. That is when I would be like, I was making a difference. Right now, absolutely. Like there's a lot of aspects of my job now that impact students, and that's cool, but my why is because I get to spend all summer with my kids. So.
That's good.
I love that. And like, I don't know, in the last 3 years I've had to deal with a lot more adults, and like it is a lot more draining, and it's a lot different, and it's a lot harder, and I will most likely take my hardest kid on their worst day over my adults most days. Yeah. Like, and I couldn't live without them, right? No. Like, they're awesome, and they are super helpful, but man, like, I didn't go into teaching because I wanted to hang out with adults. Yeah. Like,
yeah, for sure. And my husband did, he actually was like, worked at the YMCA before he became a teacher. So we actually met when he went back to school to become a teacher. And he was like the youth sports director and did summer camp and the aquatics director. He worked every weekend. He was on call all the time, had a company phone. And so it was like, he'll say that too. He goes, I worked so hard for so long for very little pay. I get paid more now, and I get my summers off and our holidays off to be with my kids. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's crazy. I feel like not very often do you hear a teacher being like, wow, I get paid so much more now. You know, like.
Yeah. No, it was a lot. Yeah. It's crazy. But, yeah. It's a bad answer.
No, I think it's real.
And I think, too, in the position that you're in, and like you were saying in TK, it was more fun. There's a lot of differences, obviously, but like, being title in tier 2, and like it's all data. So like you can see impacts or non-impacts. And so like it's like not this I'm making a difference out there, which we are probably, but you can be like, nah, I'm looking at it and I'm not seeing a difference at times.
It's so easy to get bogged down into that too. Like
it's like you said, you can see the difference or you cannot see the difference. So when I get to go to our principal at the end of the year and be like, listen, we started with this many kids needing intervention and now we only have this many kids needing intervention, that's exciting to me. But I don't feel like I'm making the change in the classroom with the kids. Yeah. I feel like with my job and the way that it is, I'm making the change by finding new interventions and getting those interventions for our team, and then making decisions based off of data. It takes the spark out of it, right? Whereas I used to be running around a classroom being like, we're going on a shape safari today. Every time you see a shape, you're yelling crikey. And like that. And like you could see the joy in the kids. And the part of TK too, that was so special about it. I know it's different now because I think they have curriculum now. I didn't have a curriculum. I was a brand new teacher with no curriculum, and it was basically told, teach these kids. They did give us journeys. Yeah. Because that was what it was at the time, and they were like, you can use it or you cannot. And I was like, I'm not using that. Yeah, let's have fun and like do fun things. I had the spark then. Whereas now it's more data and decision making. But I also made the reason I switched, I would have stayed in TK forever. I would probably go back. The reason I switched was because I was pregnant with my child, and I knew if I stayed in TK, I would not have the time, the energy, the patience for my own child.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want that.
Right.
You know, so I think it's hard for people to understand, and teachers will say too, like, oh, you know, it's all about the kids, but it's like, I'm sorry, but like those kids are not more important than my own.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so right now my why is because I get to spend my summer with my kids, and I get to spend Christmas break with them, and I get to be there for every single holiday, and not everybody can say that.
No, I actually really appreciate you saying that too, because like they jokingly have been trying to get me back to resource, and I said like the only way I'd go back to resource is if I had a kid, because there's no way that right now I would have the energy to be the mom that I want to be.
Yep.
And like it's not fair for my job to take priority over that for my kid. And I think that's something that not a lot of people talk about. And like, I couldn't imagine going home to a kid right now. Like, there are days where I want to punch my husband. Like, I don't know. And not to be the kind of mom that I know that I would need and want to be.
Yeah.
And I'll just say this, knowing you and seeing you at work, it's not like, I mean, you give everything you have at work too. Like, I've gone to you for several things, questions, curriculum ideas. So although, you know, you were like ashamed of telling your why, that doesn't take away from who you are and what you bring.
Oh, no,
So
I'm still hella good at my job.
yes.
Yeah,
That's something like if I'm gonna do something, no, I'm gonna be the best at it. And not that I have to be the best, but like I'm gonna know what I need to do. I'm gonna know what needs to be done, and I'm gonna make sure that it's not done the right way, because my way's not always the right way. But like, you know, like I'm
done well.
You're not gonna
done
half-ass
well.
it. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to. Absolutely not. No.
If you're gonna do it to the best.
Yes.
Like be the best. Yeah.
But then at 4:00 I'm leaving,
Yes.
and I'm not thinking about
Yep.
it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
4:00. I'm like 3:39 and 40 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
But
slow walk.
Literally
The
that.
slow
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
out the door.
yeah, I
Hey,
can't stay
forget
after
about
school.
the shirt.
No, can't. I'm not a stay after school person. I'm gonna get there early.
No.
I'm not gonna do either. I'm gonna get there late, and I'm gonna leave on time.
Yeah. So I will admit, there's been one morning I showed up early and I was like, I gotta do this. I got there. I kept my podcast on. I just sat at my desk. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink my coffee and chill because I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
So we remembered the shirt this time.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, comfort colors.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm wearing that right now.
Dude, comfort colors are literally my fave.
I live in them. Ryan was folding laundry
Yes.
yesterday, and he was like, I think you have every t-shirt is comfort colors. And I was like,
Yeah.
why would I need anything?
I'm also slowly converting my family. Like, my dad works solely in, like, a plain colored t-shirt, and I
Yeah.
bought him a couple when he went to Alaska. I was like, dude, they're so comfy.
Yeah.
And he's like, so when are you gonna get any more of those comfort colors? So I'm like, all right, I gotcha.
order.
Quality shirts. This has been great.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think it's real. Like,
Yeah. And that's been the whole point
Yeah.
of why we're even doing, like, getting down to like who teachers are, why they do what they do, and at the end of the day, we're people.
yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah. Crazy people at sometimes. But
There are days.
yeah. More days. All right.
But this has been Gavin with the Gaggle.
Yeah.
Like, follow, subscribe. There's a
Comment.
giveaway going on
There
right
is
now.
a giveaway.
Well, actually, probably not by the
Not
time
by the
this
time.
comes out.
By the time this comes
It's
out,
over. There is a giveaway winner already.
There is
You
merch,
missed it.
and you can buy it.
I need to talk to Ashley, but I have an idea about doing a beginning of the school year giveaway. So there could be some giveaway news coming soon.
I want to die.
But we had a goal in July to, at the end of July, hit 50 subscribers. We killed it in the first 2 weeks. So then we made a stretch goal of 100.
Yeah.
Um,
Stretch goal just
Stretch
makes me
goal.
laugh. It's crazy.
we're sitting at the end of July, and we're at at the day of recording this is July 29th, and we are sitting at 74. So we
In
made,
2 days.
well, I was going to say that'd be awesome. But we made 150% of our expected growth in the month of July.
I like that we turn this into iReady terms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it, I meant to clap. Gosh darn it. There you go.
Yes. So please like, subscribe, follow us on all the socials. And
And our favorite sponsor at Ashley Ray Makes Things.
yes, and Solid Ground Landscaping.
Yes, also them too.
And also I need to throw out that Miss Haley has 4 times now commented that she wants to be on the party bus.
Okay, but I'm done trying to schedule anything with you.
You know what?
Because I made that Facebook group to try to get the teacher combine together, and then you just didn't
I feel like a
respond.
lot more people will respond to a party bus.
No shit.
Pick a day and let's go. Pick a day and let's go.
Beth and I will be at the winery.
Yes.
We'll come pick you up.
Yes.
All
We should
right.
pick, if we don't have school that one Friday, we could do that Thursday night.
Yeah. What she
I don't know what
said.
you're talking
I
about, but
haven't
we'll
known
figure it
the
out.
date since May.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Wait, honk.
Whoa. Oh, honk on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Honk. Bye.